My name's Martin Saunders. I'm the director of Britcore Solutions. I create, manage, and sit in front of the auditors for my clients from any ISO. So I started Britcore about 2 years ago, and it was bobbing along nicely. As a senior manager, I took on all of my past skills of people, service, cost, compliance, and I applied it to my business. But it sort of got stuck because to unlock growth, you need help. You can't do it on your own, and you can't scale up. So my clients were okay. I had a banking system that was working. I had terms and conditions that were working okay, because my clients really buy me, and I'm judged by the audits because I have to sit and audit with my clients, so they get their certification. So yeah, things were okay, but I couldn't unlock growth at all. As I got bigger, it was more diary management, because my job is to fill my diary, to go and see my clients, to do internal audits, to build systems for my clients. I don't think there was a lot of frustration. As I say, I mean, I keep going. I couldn't unlock my growth potential, because you have a singular thinking when you're on your own. You think you know what's best for business, but you don't. And I've been subject to a lot of business mentors, coaches, and consultants when I was a senior manager. But that's fine. But when you're on your own, it just gets really frustrating. I met Mark on a network meeting. I like to say, when I had a proper job, when I was a PAYE, when I used to work for someone else, networking wasn't a thing. One, we didn't have a product. I think I was a quality manager of a paper bag company. So network wasn't a thing. So with my business, because I build management systems, I had to go and meet people. So I went to a networking meeting and I met Mark's father, who'd retired successfully, and he introduced me to Mark. And Mark just had that intelligent glimpse. He almost spoke the same language. We were talking about key performance indicators, people, service, cost, compliance. So from an early start, Mark was just, as Stephen Bartlett says, he's the smart person. So find the smart person, and I found Mark, and we just hit it off. So I think that's why I started to work with Mark. He's adaptable, he's friendly, he's just professional all round, really. Wow, what has Mark done? He broke me down and the business down, and literally made me re-believe in the key performance indicators, people, service, cost, compliance. We looked at scalability, diary management, cost management, banking, the way the branding and the networking is portrayed for Britcore Solutions, website building. And that sounds up and down, but Mark made a project sheet, almost like a gap analysis of the business. It was plain, it was simple, I could understand it. We worked through it in stages, and we ticked it off as well. We weren't just starting in the middle and working to the end. It was gradual, it was controlled. There's lots and lots of things that we've done. We got new contracts, DocuSigns. We went from my banking, which was okay, it was a good start at banking, to NatWest. We opened a NatWest business account, and it's much more grown up feeling for a business. Very, 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 very calm and calculated, Mark. I have more time. I have someone to bounce ideas off, whether they be good or bad. Mark's my smart person. As a manager in a business and as a senior manager in a business, you think you've got to have all the answers. And usually you build a good team. So if you've got 6 people around you, you can do 6 things yourself, really good. And then you delegate 6 things to 6 good people. So you get a lot done. On your own, you don't get a lot done. It's just not chaos, but it's harder. Mark is my smart person. He knows what I'm good at and what I'm not good at. I'm not good at zero. I'm not good at finances. I understand finance is fine. Mark is structured. He gives me cost management. We have a profit and loss report. We go to my accountant together. So he's my smart person when it comes to finances. And he's even smart at what I do as well, like the business side of it and clients. So yeah, he's made a great difference actually. I've already recommended Mark to all my clients. I think he's working for 3 of them already. And there is not a business that doesn't need a Mark Bailey. I've met senior directors. My job as a consultant is to tell directors what to do. Mark fits everywhere because he can take the clear thinking. He's the smart person, whether it be finance, whether it be process, whether it be HR, whether it be recruitment. He even cold calls my prospecting clients. So he generates revenue for me. So there is no business that Mark couldn't work for. And I already get glowing reports from my clients where Mark's gone in and he's done things completely different to what I need him for. So I think Mark would fit in any business. I suppose, with Mark, it's clear that he supports long-term growth. So he thinks beyond quick fixes. It's more of he's building something sustainable, something that I could possibly leave the children. I say children, they're in their 30s, but it's almost a legacy business. And I've never had that thinking before, because you just tend to do that day, do that week, do that month. Mark does that year, that 5, that 10 years. So yeah, he really gives it legacy. So if I think about Mark's scope, I think Mark is reliable and straightforward as a consultant. He understands how family businesses operate. He keeps things simple, delivers on what he promises, and he focuses on practical solutions that actually work. He's easy to deal with as well. And he also talks about his family as well. And that's really important to me, for someone to have standards, values, and to treat their family well. I gel with that. So yeah, there's some really good things about Mark. But don't tell him that, obviously.